AI can write a perfect rhyme, but can it feel the soul behind it? While writers endure the timeless wrestle with words and meaning, machines reduce poetry to probabilities, treating art like a math problem. To become a true creative companion, AI must move beyond correct and embrace the cultural standards that define what makes art meaningful. Join us as we speak with Praveen, Subbiah, Vadivel to discuss the Algorithmic Muse. Can AI truly master creative writing?
The purpose of the research is to critique the fundamental epistemological mismatch that is happening in the generative AI. So when we fine-tune the large language models for the creative task, we often resort to basically define creativity in a pure mathematical terms. And this is a very big issue because mathematics defines creativity as a statistical rareness. But in reality, if you look at any literary theory, the true creativity comes from the ambiguity and the cultural evaluation. And this is the reason why relying on a traditional NLP metrics such as Blue Rouge, F1 score and cosine similarity will give you a very skewed, unrealistic version of what is creativity. So training the large language models for a scientific facts or a science-based study is entirely different from training the large language models for a creativity, because in the science there is only one universal correct answer. But when it comes to the creativity is basically defined by different definitions in different cultures, and there is not a simple definition of what is creativity. Let's take an example of a Japanese haiku written by Moshito Basho. The old pond, a frog jumps, the water's sound. Here basically the author invites the readers to understand what is beauty in their own way, and beauty here lies in minimalism and is in silence. Let's compare it with the Shakespearean sonnet. Shall I compare you to the summer day, thou art so lovely and concentrate? Here the beauty lies in an explosive metaphor and iambic richness and other literary devices. So just now we have seen the aspect of a creativity is defined in different extremes in a Japanese literature and is in the English literature. If we train the large language models in a way that focuses on one aspect of creativity more than the other, it will create an implicit bias, and that is the reason why creativity has to be separated into simple single concepts. And with that in mind, it is important for us to fine-tune the large language models, because what is good creativity in one culture may or may not be a good creativity in different culture. So treating creativity like a math problem and trying to optimize it for a single correct answer is basically a dead end, and that is one main aspect that I want to stress in the paper. The probability and the large language models has a capability to become a good creative partner to a musician and artist in all kind. Only if we define better metrics based on that particular genre that music or the poetry belongs to, and if we define the metrics based on the definition of what makes that particular genre good, then we will be able to train a large language models that can truly be supportive and be a creative assistant and a creative partner for the creative artist in the future.
Find out more in the Algorithmic Muse. Can AI truly master creative writing? An opinion article in the March 2026 Communications of the ACM.